Have you ever seen a drug cartel with combat power on par with a special forces unit? This is a true story that took place in 1999. At the time, there was a very unusual canning factory in Mexico. Unusual because each can's bottom secretly contained 1 kilogram of pure white powder. That day, the factory had just received a major order, 5 tons of product for the Italian mafia. The backstory goes back 20 years. Italy's major mafia families had been at war. It all started when the son of the old godfather initiated conflict. To restore peace among the families, the godfather was forced to kill his own son. From that moment on, his grandson, Sturt, began to see him as the man who murdered his father. For 20 years, he buried his anger, quietly planning to take down his grandfather and seize control of the family. Now, the moment had finally arrived. For years, the aging godfather had been hiding out in a basement, avoiding enemies and losing his grip on the family. To prove he still had power, he called together the family's top lieutenants and promised to bring in a staggering $900 million in profits. Here was the plan. The godfather had arranged, through his connections, to buy 5 tons of pure cocaine from a Mexican drug lord. A shipping company that had worked with them for years would handle transport. Any loyal family members could buy in at a cost of $20,000 per kilo. Once sold, each kilo would fetch around $180,000 on the street. Nobody in the room could resist that kind of money. Just like that, opposition to the godfather collapsed. Watching everyone in the family switch sides enraged Sturt. He knew that if his grandfather regained his authority, his chance for revenge would disappear. Determined to sabotage the plan, he set his sights on the man in the suit, the one in charge of collecting down payments. Ironically, this same man had been one of the loudest voices against the godfather just days earlier. But once he saw the money, he flipped immediately, and even volunteered to collect the deposits. To avoid suspicion, Sturt pretended to go along and handed in his own payment. Later, just as the suited man was preparing to deliver the collected funds to the godfather, his path was blocked by a car that appeared to have broken down. Cautious and experienced, he immediately drew his gun. But as he got closer, he saw it was a familiar face, someone from within the family. That moment of recognition made him lower his guard.